Hello everybody, this is ZigZagZog coming to you from Western Kentucky, and we are going to continue our playthrough of XCOM Enemy Within featuring the Long War mod, and we left off having shot down at the expense of all our interceptors, but we shot down a fighter which we'll be going against. Fighters tend to not, in general, have as many aliens on them as the down scout that we just did, but they can still have up to 9 or 10 in some circumstances, but they can also have as few as 4 aliens, including the outsider. So we'll see if we got the heavier side or lighter side of resistance on this downed fighter here in just a second. And before we get in, I just want to just looking through my YouTube metrics, we're just a brand new channel, but it's kind of cool seeing that the second highest viewership as far as countries go is from Russia. So there's a little shout out to any of you listening from Russia. Thank you for tuning in. I sure do appreciate it. And I started thinking, what a fun way to work on what would probably be your considered your second, at least second language, and a fun way to brush up on it or keep practice is on the language is to listen to some English YouTube channels. So that's kind of a cool idea. I've done that myself with some German YouTubers because that's a language I speak, and I've listened to a few Polish YouTubers because I'm scratching the surface of learning that language too. So I do agree with y'all. It's a fun way to keep brushed up on a language. So enough of the chit chat. Let's get into the mission. You can see who we're bringing along. In fact, in the barracks, I only had a choice of 7 available soldiers that were not rookies, and so that's just what made up my mind as far as the team goes. Everybody else is fatigued or injured, so we're getting down to the nitty-gritty or the bottom of the barrel as far as thinking maybe we need to train up some more soldiers if we're struggling to put together a team here. But anyway, we've brought along Kristin Drag as our gunner. We have Odelia Busty as our assault. Rafael Nadal is our medic. Angela Merkel infantry. Zhang has been promoted. I've made up my mind. He is coming along as an assault. The main reason I made him an assault is because we already have so many, but we tend to get a lot of them injured. But he has amazing will numbers, so I'm gonna build him as a tank psi assault. Yeah, his mobility isn't as high as I might normally like. It's just average, but with that in mind, how I'm going to use him late game as kind of a psi operative with that will numbers he have, and the build I'm going to do to help boost that, he's going to be useful for us late into the game. And Tamir is back as our engineer, and finally we have Alexis along as our sniper. I've kind of given a mix of flashbangs and AP grenades, given that it's a down fighter. Not as much destructible cover as normal, although I did bring along a couple HE grenades also for when we do have those occasional opportunities to destroy some cover. Let's get through the promotions here. Let's start out. We've got Kristin Drag. You're being built as a heat gunner, and I didn't bring you on another mission once because I didn't expect mechanical or robotic enemies, but now we potentially can moving forward, and we definitely got to get a heat gunner built up, so you're getting the heat ammo, increases your damage against those robotic enemies, which has become very important soon as we start getting the much stronger robotic enemies, the cyber discs, all the mechanized units we will be coming up against. That's an important build for us. Odelia, you're being built as a run and gun operative, as an assault, and with that, being out there on your own as an operative, we need to get you steadfast, because the last thing we need you doing if you're out there all by yourself is to panic. So that's an important perk for you. Rafael, Nadal, you're along as our medic, and we're building you as a tactical support medic. So kind of have an option in that build. You can go suppression, which you know I already have used on a lot of my other medics. I like having some offensive capabilities, but I decided for Rafael to focus on the steadfast perk, just because I came over here and I looked at his will numbers over here of 38. He has nice high will also, so he is someone that I may look at building in some psi abilities with later in the game too, and for that reason I'm going to break from my normal tradition of suppression and add in the steadfast ability to help increase his will. Angela, no promotion. Zhang, we have a promotion, or a couple promotions for you. We're building you, as we said, as a tank psi assault, but rather than, and it's always hard for me not to choose close combat specialist, but with the psi promotions down the road in mind, I'm going to vary slightly from my normal pick here of close combat specialist, and we're going to go with steadfast for you, Zhang, just to help boost your will. And then we're also going to go with will to survive here, so that damage reduction will help you survive your up close and personal confrontations you tend to get as an assault. And Tamir, you do. I think you're my last promotion on this particular team, so let's get in here. And you're kind of that support grenade kind of a guy, and with that we're going to give you the smoke grenade, so you'll be able to help us out when we get ourselves into some sticky situations with the smoke grenade. That is our team, everybody. Let's get into it and see what we come up against on this downed fighter.
Dropship has arrived.
Listen up. We're going to be dropping you deep in the Nigerian interior for the next operation.
It looks like the UFO went down in a densely populated area within the city limits.
Yep.
Let's just hope everyone on the ground stayed clear.
The UFOs that go down with buildings is kind of a nice change of pace, so I'm glad after all I brought some of those HE grenades. Because normally they go down, normally they go down in the forests, and those trees are a lot less destructible than buildings that we have right in front of us right now. So we do have the opportunity to blow away cover if we run into resistance right off the bat in this pool hall bar slash convenience store, whatever kind of hybrid place this is here. I'm trying to remember, I don't have any good access to the roof. We have the building in the foreground, and in the back we have a nice little wall separating from the area where the alien ship went down, or the aircraft went down. So we kind of want to clear the building, maybe get up to the roof to get view out into the next area we'll be advancing, and from there figure out how we want to advance on the alien ship. I think what we will do is we'll kind of get Zhang, we're going to move you right up to the door. We'll kind of keep with not making too much noise, have you quietly open the door there, and I'm thinking it might be safe to just we don't quite have vision back over there all the way, so maybe it's not quite safe to move you all the way there. What we will do is, with that in mind, we'll kind of clear out this side of the building.
Heading out.
Get a peek in there with Odelia. Odelia, welcome back to the mission. And okay, so this side, the building on the interior does seem to be safe and secure, so we can get people moving in with that in mind. Oh. So much for being quiet and opening my doors quietly. I forgot to check where his pathing went. I was in my mind, I'm going, oh yeah, he'll just step right through the door. But no, Zhang had to do it the dramatic way and crash through the window. Let's get my sniper. We'll just put you, Alexis, over in the corner for now as support in case my confidence that the building is clear proves to be false. And let's get everybody moving up here a little quicker.
Moving to position.
And Rafael will bring you up here. And I'm thinking just because the building would appear to be clear, of course, then if I move up here and they're off on the side in the darkness, then it puts me in a bad position. So let's just hang on and do the Overwatch move. And we'll steady the sniper weapon as just in case. Alright, let's get my assaults. Okay, we can hear meld off this way. And we heard some of the alien noises in the background. I'm gonna get my assault up to this door. The way I'm thinking right now is we'll have kind of the Zhang as the backup over on that door to burst out on anything, and we're gonna come around this side of the building because there's a ladder to get up to the roof there. And we're gonna see if we can't take the roof in that fashion.
I'm rolling.
And with that in mind, let's see if the side would appear to be open. But let's get everybody else inside first.
Affirmative.
Already there.
And I think at this point it doesn't seem like we have a big sniper need over here, so let's just get you, Alexis, kind of caught up with everybody because you're going to get more use once we get you on the roof. So let's just double dash you over this way to get you up with everybody else. And we'll just kind of call that a move. Okay, we're hearing sectoids out there, and they seem to be right outside the door with Zhang there. And Odelia, let's get you over to this door. We'll open her up. And then I'm thinking we can get you positioned. I'm wondering if, I don't think with a yellow move I want to get you moving onto that corner, depending, I just don't want to activate till we get everybody over here ready to pow, pow, pow up that ladder. You know, kind of a go, 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 go kind of a situation. Let's get everybody caught up so we can pounce up the ladder and make a statement as we move up to that roof.
Rolling out.
Already there.
I'm covering that
We'll
area.
keep you overwatching there, Zhang, just in case those sectoids we hear or heard are trying to pounce through that door. But all seems quiet at the moment. Now let's get up to the roof and see who we're going to activate. We'll start out with you, Angela Merkel, because you'll have the ability to take a shot once we get up there with the blue move. Do we see our first aliens of the mission? No. So they may all be farther removed back over the field here and nearer to the ship. So it looks like we have the ability to get on this roof in clean fashion, which makes our advance all that easier or safer.
Position confirmed. Boy.
There we go, the trailer up top. Well, now we got everybody up top. And with everybody up top, I think we're gonna have Zhang down below open his door also and see what that brings us. Any vision down here either? Nope. So we're good at this point. So I think what I'm going to do is just overwatch, steady the sniper weapon, and get ready for next turn. Yeah, the sounds coming in the direction of the downed fighter, so that is where we're gonna have to push forward, and I think we're just gonna push forward. I know I heard a meld off to the side over here, but I don't want to string us out and get too greedy with the meld. Let's just keep pushing forward. Zhang, why don't we have you do the honors of pushing forward? We can have you joined by Odelia depending on what you find. So let's get you down to this full cover, see if we get vision down into the field at all. Nothing so far. Odelia, let's get you down to this other corner. Depending on what we see, yeah, no one seems to be all that close, do they? We'll come down, we'll just start out, since all seems to be quiet, we'll bring Tamir, we'll bring you down to this half cover. Angela Merkel, we'll get you in some half cover for your infantry shots. And Nadal, we're just starting to bring everybody down, because the roof doesn't seem like it's going to benefit us much, other than maybe Alexis as the sniper, so we're going to keep you up on the roof temporarily, just because you have better range from the roof than anybody else. Oops. Let's come back down here. The lone person we overlooked, and that's Kristin. We definitely want to get Kristin down and available to get into the action. And we'll just overwatch everybody else that's in position. And we'll start moving across the field next turn.
I have it covered.
We're already losing one meld. Probably okay, I didn't realize I should have looked down the alleyway. I could have seen that one and probably gotten to it potentially with Zhang. So sometimes you miss opportunities, but I know we got a couple meld sounds that I've been hearing, one to the left towards the spaceship and one more kind of straight ahead, and that's the one we're kind of going to move towards and see if we get some vision on it. Here's some nice full cover to move Odelia. And there we activate our first pod of a whooping 2 sectoids, so not feeling, that'll make it more interesting. A whooping pod of 5 sectoids, 2 pods of 5 sectoids. So our job is a little more challenging. Here I was about to go, woohoo, two whole sectoids. Think we can handle it? So 5 makes it a little more interesting at least. So here we go. Let's see who we can get into position for some shots. Tamir. Can't quite get you forward enough to get a range on the sectoid and get a flank at the same time, so I'm thinking, but I like you up forward in that full cover. So let's see, we may have to do an advance. Okay, we get shots, we get vision from here, we just don't get the flanks that would be the best, because we're just apparently one hex out of range, because we get range from up here and we go back one and we don't get range from here. How frustrating. So let's get you guys up. We'll get you guys up here just so we can at least have the ability to take shots, overwatch, whatever the decision comes down to that we decide to do. And I'm thinking, at least initially, it looks like for Rafael Nadal, we're just going to move him over because we can't get him safely into range. We're going to move him over to this full cover at least. until we get a better use for him next turn. Kristin, we can't get you in the greatest of cover right off the bat either, and I don't want to double move you into half cover, so we're just going to slide you over to full cover and see how we can best use you next turn. You can, at the very least, you can be on Overwatch to try to deter a forward movement from the aliens. And let's see what kind
That's affirmative.
of look-see Zhang can get from there. It doesn't look like he's going to get much. And moving up into with the double move into half cover, you know I don't like doing that. So let's just slide Zhang over this way. It does give vision, it tells me, on that sectoid, which could be a flank shot, albeit a long distance run and gun shot. So I'm thinking I'll just move Zhang over there. But let's let's stop for a second, think about that just to make sure, because I also have the possibility of moving Odelia over to half cover to get a flank over on that one sectoid there. Let's just see what these numbers look like on these shots. Not great shot for Tamir at 46%. We do have a sniper up on the roof though. Oh, and the sniper does get a flank shot over here. Let's just take that sure flank shot from Alexis. See if we can lower the count against us. That'll make me feel more comfortable.
Taken care of.
And Kristin, you're just going to be overwatching. I already know that's your job this time. And so Angela Merkel, I don't think we have any kind of scout or anybody along with hollow targeting, so we're just going to have to go with the shots we're given. And let's just start timing them. These are kind of coin flip shots, so I think I don't have a problem taking these shots. I have Kristin in the background on Overwatch in case they try to get too close to us and we miss. One thing you notice with the 3 laser rifles, I have laser rifles on an engineer and our medic, which aren't normal, and then of course infantry with Angela Merkel. So it's fun to see the laser weapon shots coming out from units that normally don't get them. At least in my, I don't hand them out until I have plenty to hand out to my more support units, which I consider engineer and medic. Try this 49% shot with Angela Merkel. Is your aim back, Angela? No, aim is not returned. I think what we'll do, I don't really have a shot for you, Zhang, but I'm going to move you in case those other sectoids
Going there now.
jump out of that ship in response. I'm going to at least move you to full cover. And I don't have much of a shot here with you, Odelia, but we can put you on Overwatch always. Or, no, you're just a little out of range to flash anything or do anything, so we're just a little out of range. We can always run and gun for a flank shot, but then it really leaves me prone to some return fire, being only in that half cover from 3 other sectoids inside. So I think we'll just hold off with you, Odelia, do an Overwatch. And see what this little guy out front. Oh, okay, he's got his friends joining him on Overwatch, and he decides to get the hay out of there. So we got some overwatching little sectoids on us. They're going to play the Overwatch game with us. So unfortunately, I don't have a scout. I don't have a convenient option without taking the risk of a nice hit to get out of it. But let's see. My sniper shot on the back is still a healthy 70%. It's not a guarantee, but it's getting up in those percentage range where I don't mind taking the shot. And so let's see if we can remove this Overwatch over here along with the sectoid. Yes, we do it. Alexis, you're on fire today. Admittedly easy percentage shots, but you're on fire. I don't care. We're gonna give you an A so far for the early part of the mission. Teacher would be happy. Now we got issues or challenges if we want to try moving forward to better positions. We don't have the aliens nearby, but I want to get Kristin. I want to get you in better position to help us out. I don't see any convenient full cover position, so we're going to move you and dash you up to this burnt out truck up here. And we're going to have others on Overwatch to try and help protect you. Namely Angela Merkel. Yeah, I'm not even going to run Zhang. I'm not even going to run you up yet with that Overwatch. We'll try and get the backsides into better position as much as possible. We'll just Overwatch there. We're going to hunker down here. Overwatch there. And Rafael, Nadal, can we get you over somewhere without running that Overwatch? Are you far enough back that I can do this? Actually, with my front hunkered down, I can't quite tell with that alien, but I'm going to try. Now, you're in sight from... You weren't in sight from those two guys. Oh, do I want to take a chance? Do I want to take a chance? Move up here and hope we don't run, but that's not much farther than the one that does have sight, so I think I'm going to just have to Overwatch at this point. I'm not willing to take the risk. Sometimes you get so used to using certain perks, and then when you don't have them on a mission, you got to start rethinking how you're going to do the moves. And that's the position I'm in right now. Okay, we got some mind merge going on, moving forward, and he ran right into our reaction shots. That's amazing, and we took care of him, buffed up or not. He did not survive the Overwatch trap we set for him. So with that in mind, I'm thinking, I don't have vision on anybody, so we are able to start getting Rafael, Nadal ready over here on this side to see if we can start working down on these posts. These, I guess there's a highway up above us that it's supporting, and we'll try to use that as cover over here. As a matter of fact, Tamir will do the same thing and bring you over, so we have at least a team of two making their way around that way. Now the question is, now that we don't have sight, are we moving into any kind of Overwatch trap? There'd only be, let's see, we have two sectoids left. One of them was doing the mind merge, so that means there could be one left on Overwatch. But one lone alien, we're gonna, with the health we have over here with Zhang, we're going to make the first little step move up. And we got some vision, and he's not Overwatch, so we're safe there. So now we have vision on one of the aliens in the back, and I'm pretty sure that's the one that was doing the mind merge. Now I'm not going to have the best shot with any of my shotguns up close. And at this point, Odelia, I think I'm only going to do a small move forward for you. We'll get you up, Kristin, to some full cover, but we still don't have any suppression or flush shots from there. Angela Merkel, we're going to bring you farther forward to see if we can get you more in the action, at least coming forward. In fact, you're not there right now, so we're going to take this time to reload you. And I think we got a sniper shot, and it probably will be an okay one. Yep, 80%. Alexis, you're on a roll. 3 for 3. Can we make it 3 for 3? Do I hear 3 for 3. Look at that.
Kill confirmed.
We're up against just lowly sectoids on this down fighter, so this wasn't the most alien-packed or most threatening kind of aliens that we're up against, but hey, we need the experience because most of these guys are my lower, other than I think Kristin here and Zhang, who got a double promotion once he came on board. I got some troops that are still sitting on the lower side, so we did need this mission to come along perfectly timed to gain then some extra experience. We're going to peek you a little further around that corner. We're just going to put the rest on Overwatch in case that lone sectoid decides to become a brave lone sectoid. And He is a brave lone sectoid. Look at that. And this is a guy, looks like he has some kind of perk low profile maybe as he sits in that cover back there, so he may be a little harder to hit than some of the other friends. And if I decide I want to use run and gun to get up close to put a little puncture in his alien torso, that we risk activating the outsider on the inside. But I think having depleted 5 sectoids in doing that, we're probably not going to have too many more opponents on a downed fighter. So let's push forward and see what kind of angular view we get from over here. Thank you, Rafael. Tamir, we'll put you here in case we might be able to use one of those grenades of yours to blow away some of that cover. Of course, he's just mostly in half cover, although from this direction there's a nice full cover rock. Let's see, running guns. We definitely have 2 running guns available. Well, 1 running gun available, let's put it that way. Odelia can reach, Zhang cannot, because that's what I said, the one weakness about making him that assault, he doesn't have the kind of mobility I prefer in my assaults. But like we said, Tank Sai, he has options that we'll be able to use him for just farther down the road. Kind of trying to take that long range approach. So we got half cover behind this burning whatever. I didn't think rocks and cement burned like that, but we're gonna move behind it and see if we can.
Headed there now.
We do have vision, so depending on any hits we do or don't get, we have the ability to flush, we have the ability to lock down that sectoid now with suppression, so you name it, we got options. Whoops, except I moved Tamir up to hopefully use a grenade, and I didn't, I wasn't thinking, that was a double move, so he can't help us with a grenade this turn. Rafael, you don't quite have sight, so I'm wondering, I'm gonna get you, I'm gonna push you forward and hope. Usually we don't get that many, and I haven't heard other sectoid noises during this battle. So we're gonna move you down here to see about getting you in flank position and forcing that sectoid to have to move, and therefore I don't have to risk activating the outsider. We can go with the whole suppress, because you're gonna move next turn because you're flanked kind of a play.
Aye, Commander.
What are you telling me? I don't have a shot here? So Angela, I guess you don't have a shot from here. I don't think. Let's get you up there and see. Do you have vision? Oh yeah, we do. I just couldn't see it. I guess the circle was down below, the green circle indicator I used with that one mod. We just couldn't quite see it. And there's the meld in the background that I hadn't noticed. So maybe this guy, yeah, we got Rafael Nadal over here. Maybe he'll be able to make a move for that meld over here too. Of course, we got an open, looks like it might be an open door we got to worry about without outsider, but if we get everybody else in position, we can grab us some meld if it doesn't expire. Let's just take a pot shot, low percentage, but we'll try it anyway. Angela, now.
Das ist nicht gut.
And we're going to continue moving Zhang forward since we're not using run and gun. It's a nice full cover move forward, and we're going to do the same with you. Hopefully not making any outsider activation over here. Let's get you over here, Odelia. Okay, and we're going to hunker you just in case that guy manages to get a shot. And here, all this being done, and we have a 65% sniper shot that we're going to take. That may make all these plans just go away if you make another 4-for-4 connection. Nah, this time you did miss. This one was a little tougher, a little less of a pretty percentage. Let's overwatch you over here, Zhang, and see if we can make this guy run. Kristin, it's up to you. Yeah, that's the way to work. That's the plan, and that's the way to make the plan work. And did we just lose it? Okay, so that must be the other meld we heard expire over here. So we're going to have to get motoring if we expect to get this meld over here. And how can I get you up there as quick as possible? It's not going to be this turn, it's going to be next turn before we can grab it. Make a blue move, and what did we get? Oh, the outsider was in a sneaky little position. Did you see that? He was outside the spacecraft of all places. I think we need to take a peek. What do we have available? We're going to have some running guns that can get us pretty close. And that's going to be a flank running gun. We're fairly close. I can actually get you into half cover because we're going to have 2 running guns. Now the question is, Zhang, you can't run quite as far as Odelia, so how close can I get you in here? Can I get you any kind of a safe position in here with your running gun? So that is a little limiting with the running gun. You're going to be standing out in the open, and do I have enough without these guaranteed shots to make this happen? What do you have, Nadal? You don't have anything available to throw for me. So I gotta remember, you're standing out in the open. Do I have anything that you can help me with? Tamir, I don't know if we're gonna have you close enough to in range of being able to throw anything though.
I'm on the move.
The outsider has me a little nervous at the moment. Yeah, your grenades can't quite make it for us. Do I trust 2 shotgun shots to take out the outsider? Do I don't have the benefit of having my sniper having vision back in that particular position? This little wall in front of him prevents my sniper from seeing in there. With that in mind, we're just going to reload you, Alexis. Now, do I have a way to lock him down? Do I get any? I just can't move Kristin far enough forward to get vision. So Kristin, we're going to dash you up to hope that if we don't do any kills this turn, you're going to be able to help us out next time. We're going to probably do the same with you, Angela Merkel. We got to get people up here a lot quicker than I planned. Now y'all are in full cover, but this is an outsider, so that's no guarantee of anything there. I think I got to take this running gun shot just to help weaken him down, I'm pretty sure. Or do I yeah, I think I'm going to do the running gun with Odelia. I hope I don't regret this, but it's just a shot I can't pass up. A flank on the outsider, 88%. Have a chance for the crit. Can we cross our fingers and say, let's get lucky? Oh, we got lucky. This game makes itself look so easy sometimes when those kind of things happen, but boy, can you imagine what would have happened if Odelia didn't connect on that? We would have been in a world of challenge. So that means we end up by default getting that last meld canister, so we come away with a little meld too. So I'm definitely feeling lucky about that mission, but also feeling very good about the result. Thank you, Odelia, for saving us on that mission. Kind of was a walk in the park with only being up against those little sectoids.
Work out there, Commander.
Yeah, thank you. It was so great. It was lucky great. So we got a promotion from Alexis. With all her 3 in a row kills, that gave her a promotion. So that'll be good to have one of my snipers get promoted. Let's move on and see how much meld we ended up. We got some alloys, weapon fragments, 16 meld, and we got some damaged flight computers and power sources, we'll be able to go right on in and sell right away. Gray market, here I come. I need all I can get, because that'll put us up to 67. Always fighting the money, always never having enough money in long war. It's always a matter. Now I'm sitting here with decent amounts of Illyrium and Meld, but I'm always nervous about selling too much of this stuff, because boy, when we finally do start using it later in the game, funny how it never seems to be enough there either. We'll take a look, and I'm not going to sell any without a plan and what I want to do or purchase, but so we'll just sell really
Let's just hope we can keep the
what
people
we
in those
know
cities
we can
calm.
sell to start
The last
with.
thing we need is outright chaos.
Okay, now our hangar situation is dire, and let's hope that because we went up against a couple quick UFOs that we at least get 4 days to repair Midas's interceptor here, because otherwise, oh my goodness, we have interceptors out. Oh, I did not put myself in a good position here shortly. I think we're going to have a little air game challenge later this month. So maybe what I should be looking to do is save up my money to build a backup satellite, because I think we're at high risk to not be able to defend our satellites this month. So that is an area of concern for me. And then if we look in the barracks right now,
Haven't found suitable replacements yet.
you'll see nobody available. Yes, we have some fatigues that'll start going away shortly, but if a mission were to happen this instant, boom, I have 4 rookies available. Now I can always take out fatigue soldiers, but you know, you risk that injury. So we've got a lot of unavailable troops right now. Just thought I'd give you a little quick scan on how the barracks is looking. It's like, oh my goodness. We need a little breather on missions so we can get some troops back. Engineering, I don't think I had anything to build at the moment. Yeah, we got to get that excavated over here. We still got things going. Build by items. Have I built? I need to build an arc thrower. That's what's coming next with the containment center coming up. So I think what we'll do is I will go right back, and let's quickly sell a little bit of that Illyrium that seemed to be what I can play with the most, just to see if we can get myself up to, if we bring it down to 220, it's another 45. That gets me over my 100, and I can build. I'm interested in building that arc thrower so we can look at start changing the focus and maybe start capturing some aliens. And I'm definitely interested in capturing a muton for the use of those alien grenades. That would be ideal and awesome and amazing if we could manage to do that. So let's get in here and build our arc thrower. Because I noticed alien containment is going to be finished building in, I think, just a day. And let's go out there and do some alien hunting. Okay, yep, there is a containment center. We can get ourselves some live captures now. We'll just carry on. I don't have anything else to build at the moment, and let's keep scanning. And we have improved salvage, so that hopefully, we sunk a lot of money in that. I'm hoping it's early enough that it actually pays off for us. We had some upfront costs, but I'm hoping in the long run it pays off for us for this playthrough. I haven't always built these improved salvage and other projects, because sometimes I don't have ability to build them too late in the playthrough, but I had an opportunity to do it early this time, and I said, let's give it a shot. So we have improved salvage that is available. Let's keep looking for some aliens. We're getting some soldiers returning from activity down there and getting some notice, so at least if we do find something. And we have an abduction, just what we needed. No UFOs, just an abduction. Let's see what we're up against.
Commander, we're receiving
Looking at a
several urgent
moderate
requests for
mission,
assistance.
so
There are abductions
we're gonna
in progress
have
at
to
each
have,
launch
hopefully
site on
we
the
have
holophone.
enough, hopefully we have enough to the United Kingdom to manage a moderate mission. and it's going to be an urban block, several buildings and a large combat zone. So I thank you all for joining me on this, we'll call it the Lucky Mission, with Odelia providing our own form of luck. Thank you for watching. This is ZigZagZog signing off from Western Kentucky. Hope you all have a wonderful day. Thank you. Busty.